This class is focused on the numerical problem of the chapter pressure, and this chapter has got three different types of numerical problem. I told in previous class also. Number one, the numerical problem related to the equation P equal to F by A, and number two, the numerical problem related to Pascal's law, which mainly uses this equation F1 by A1 equal to F2 by A2, and the numerical problem related to upthrust. The first one, numerical problem related to P equal to F by A, I did in previous class. Now I am starting the second one, the numerical problem related to Pascal's law. If you remember, what is Pascal's law? Pressure exerted at any point in a confined liquid transmits equally and undiminished to all the direction, equally undiminished and perpendicular to all the directions. Now let's start one numerical problem. This numerical problem is diagrammatic type. Look at the diagram. One diagram is given. Here we have confined liquid and three pistons are shown. It is given X, Y and Z, and in case of one piston X, both the force and area of the piston is given. In case of second one Y, only force is given, and in case of third piston only area is given. And what is the question? Now I'm reading the question. Look at this. The value of the force and area of sum of the piston is shown in the given diagram. Calculate the area of the piston Y and force on Z. Area of piston Y is asked, force is given, and force on the piston Z is asked where area is given. Now this numerical seems to be a little confusing, but there is no any confusion at all. Whenever we write the information of the numerical problem in mathematical notation, then we feel the same numerical problem very easy. Now let's talk about this information. Force on piston X. Force on piston X can be denoted by Fx. Force on piston X, and how much it is 225 Newton given. And area of the piston X is also given. What is it? Area of piston X. And this is given 30 centimeter square. Now force on piston Y is also given here, and force on piston Y, it is 200 Newton. Now look at this information also given. Area of the piston Z is given. Area of piston Z is given. This is 5 centimeter square. Now the area of the piston Y, area of piston Y, this is one question, and another force on piston Z is another question. Look at this, force on piston Z is another question. We have to find out these two. Now we don't have to see other matter. Looking at this value, we can solve the numerical problem. But this numerical problem requires a little idea about the Pascal's law. All of we know that pressure on this piston is equal to pressure on this piston, and the same pressure transmit to here, this piston also. That's why pressure on all the pistons are equal. This is according to Pascal's law. That's why we can write one equation. Look at this. X, force upon area, which is pressure on X, is equal to force upon area, which is pressure on Y also, and this is equal to force upon area, that is pressure on Z. This way we can write this equation according to Pascal's law. Now from the relation, what we are going to find out? First we are going to find out force on Y. Look at this. Firstly we are going to find out area of piston Y, because force is given, area we have to find out. That's why we are going to compare this with X. In case of piston X, both the values are given. In case of piston Y, only one of the value is given. That's why if we compare these two, we can write this way: from the relation of piston X and Y, Fx upon AX is equal to Fy upon AY, and we can write the value of Fx. What is it? Fx is given 225 Newton, 225 Newton upon AX. How much it is? 30 centimeters square. 30 centimeters square. This is equal to Fy. We have given Fy 200 Newton. And what is AY? AY is the question. AY is the question. Here it is. AY is the question. Now, here, what can we write? AY is equal to, if AY is taken to this side, then this is taken to this side, then what happens? 200 Newton into 30 centimeters square divided by 225 Newton. Now Newton cancel. Now we can use calculator. Using calculator, 200 multiplied by 30 is equal to, and let's divide also, divided by 225. This is equal to 26.66666. It means what? Therefore, AY is equal to 26.67. And what is this? Area. That's why area is measured in centimeter square here. Centimeter square. This is the result of first question. I mean to say answer of first question. Now, let's go to second question also. Force on piston Z. We are going to find out force on piston Z. And both the values are given in X and only one value is given in Z. That's why we can compare X with Z from the relation of piston X and Z. What can we write? Force on X upon area on X is equal to this way, and force on Z upon force on area on Z. Area on Z. Now, whatever given, we are going to write that force on X. This is equal to how much? 225 Newton. Here it is. And area of X, it is given 30 centimeters square. And this is equal to force on Z. This is the question. Force on Z. And area of this Z is given 5 centimeters square. Now, this centimeter cancel, or Fz is equal to 225 Newton and divided by 30 into this 5 goes left, if goes to left hand side 5. Now we can use calculator again. Now using calculator, 225 multiplied by 5 is equal to, and again we are dividing also, divided by 225 multiplied by 5. This is equal to 1125 divided by 30. This is equal to 37.5. That's why the final answer is Fz is equal to 37.5, and this is force Newton. Now, what we found? This area of piston Y and the force acting on piston Z. These were the question, and we calculated this.